Hey, well, doing this one live because it's a bit of a late match preview to make beforehand. So I might as well start now. It's happening, guys. For those of you who will be joining after this live stream is done, we've got match preview for tomorrow afternoon's game. 3 p.m. at the mighty Emirates Stadium. Arsenal take on Wolverhampton Wanderers. Match preview, let's get it. Now, we are coming off the back of, in all competitions, we're coming off the back of a very impressive 6-0 win against RC Lens in the Champions League. And we should be on this game coming off the back of that. You know what I mean? In terms of the Premier League, we're coming off the back of a 1-0 win at Brentford, with Kai Havertz getting the late winner in the game. So let's get into it. Arsenal are a side firing on all cylinders right now, and they will be desperate to maintain their position at the top of the Premier League table after climbing to the summit following last week's 1-0 win at Brentford. They followed up that success with a 6-0 home rout of Lens in the Champions League during midweek. Securing their progression into knockout stages as Group B's winners. That was also a third clean sheet in 4 competitive matches for Mikel Arteta's men, winning 4. We're on form. That's undeniable. Like, when the grand scheme of things, we are on form. That run has contributed to Arsenal's impressive record of the most clean sheets in England's top tier ahead of round 6. While they have also conceded the fewest number of league goals, 10. But as we saw on Wednesday night, their success so far has been built on more than just robust defence, which should concern a Wolves side that has historically struggled to keep their attack at bay. The Gunners have scored against them in 31 straight competitive head-to-heads. Jesus. And another goal here will equal their longest scoring streak against an opponent. Therefore, mid-table Wolves might need to produce a strong attacking performance of their own if they are to bounce back from last week's frustrating 3-2 loss at Fulham. However, it is worth noting that since their 1-0 loss at Manchester United in the opening round, which, Man United should have lost that game, Gary O'Neill's side have scored 12 straight Premier League games themselves, won 4, drawn 3, lost 5. Their second longest scoring streak in Premier League history. Well, I wouldn't be shocked if we kept a clean sheet, but I don't expect us to keep a clean sheet because for some reason at home, teams are more likely able to score against us at home. That game week 1 contest is remembered for Wolves controversially not being awarded a penalty after United goalkeeper Andre Onana looked to have fouled forward, can't say his name, in stoppage time. Sadly for O'Neill's men, that has not been the last of the big calls going against them this season, leading the manager to admit he'd finally been turned against VAR on Monday. Maybe he will hope that that will put pressure on the officials to continue to the trend of 5 penalties in their last 5 matches, but this time awarding them the way of his side. I'm just gonna take a stab in the dark and I'm going for a 4-2 Arsenal win. Now, I'll be at the game tomorrow, so I'll be vlogging the game. Obviously, I'm not going to be vlogging the game in terms of phone on video recording every inch of play, but just like the Burnley one, just like the Burnley vlog. Check that out if you haven't already. I'll be doing the same thing, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. This time I'm catching a train down to London. I ain't driving this time, so that makes it even better. Means I can edit the vlog on my way back up from London to Yorkshire. Hot streak. Wolves have lost all 6 previous away games against opponents coming into the clash at the top of the Premier League table. So that's something to note. So players who will not play for us is Partey, Smith Rowe, Timber, and Vieira. Pedro Neto, who we've been linked with for Wolves, he won't play this game. So head-to-heads, you look at the last 5 games from each team. Arsenal have won 4 of the last 5 games. Starting with, we beat Lens 6-0. We beat Brentford 1-0. Kai Havertz getting the winner and all that. We beat Burnley 3-1, the game that I was at. We beat Sevilla 2-0 and lost against Newcastle 1-0. So the last 5 games for Wolves, they have won 2 of the last 5, drawing 1 and losing the other 2. They lost at Fulham. They beat Tottenham 2-1. They lost at Sheffield United, drew 2-2 against Newcastle, and won at Bournemouth. That was their last 5 matches. Now, head-to-heads. Last 5 head-to-heads. Last time we played Wolves at the Emirates, we beat them 5-0 last day of the season. Before that, we beat them 2-0 at their ground. And that was, for me, what confirmed that we're in the title race last season. Before that, we beat them 2-1 at the Emirates. Before that, we beat them 1-0 at Wolves. And before that, Wolves beat us 2-1 at their ground. And that's the last 5 matches against Wolves. Now, the league standings show Arsenal are top of the table on 30 points. Don DeMarco for being top of the table right now. But ultimately, it means nothing because, do this in May. Be there in May. You know what I mean? That's my thing. But happy with what I'm seeing in terms of the table. In terms of performances in the league, it needs to improve. Wolves are sat 12th with half the points that we have, 15 points. Jesus Christ. So yeah, let me just look at the fixtures for the day tomorrow, like who plays early and everything like that. Oh no, it's just straight 3 o'clock kickoffs. There's no 12:30 kickoff. So we're playing at 3 o'clock, obviously. As for teams around us, Newcastle United are playing Man United tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And then the interesting fixture is Aston Villa against Bournemouth. Now, I said Aston Villa won't beat Bournemouth. You know what I mean? And should we lose against Wolves, Aston Villa will have a chance to go top. Will they capitalize on it? You know what I mean? But I personally don't think they're going to beat Bournemouth at Bournemouth. I just don't. You know what I mean? But you never know. They might smoke them. And then Liverpool play on Sunday at 2 o'clock as well. Man City play Spurs at 4:30. That's going to be an interesting game as well. But yeah, my score prediction for this game tomorrow afternoon, I'm saying a 4-2 win for Arsenal. I'm giving Wolves 2 goals just based on the fact that they've beaten Man City, they've beaten Spurs. The performance against Man United, I'm just thinking that they'll come here and they'll play football kind of thing. You know what I mean? They're not gonna be a slouch, I don't think. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope we absolutely blitz these man and keep a clean sheet. You know what I mean? But I'm saying 4-2 win. It's a bit of an odd scoreline to predict, but That's what I'm going with. Yeah, in terms of starting 11, David Ryan goal, standard. Tomiyasu, he's been level. Who would have thought Tomiyasu would be so important to us? I mean, so important. Get him at right back right now. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, Ben White, but you might have to sit on the bench on this one, fam. As much as I rate you, Tommy's killing it right now. You know what I mean? So I'm saying Tomiyasu at right back, Saliba and Gabriel, the usual suspects at centre back. You know what I mean? And then Zinchenko, you know what? Don DeMarco for him. It seems like we're getting the best out of him now, even though he's not a left back. That he's not a true left back. It seems like I feel like Zinchenko's gonna rectify his wrongdoings of last season to a degree. I mean, let's face it. Against Brentford, he gave away a clear-cut chance for him. Then he ultimately cleared it off the line. Should never have got in that position anyway to be having to do that. But overall, he has really improved. So I'm happy to have him playing at left back. Midfield, we went in the Champions League. We went with Kai Havertz, Rice, and Odegaard. I would probably go with the same. And Kai Havertz is on form, so I actually want Kai Havertz. I can't believe I'm saying this, right? I can't believe, right, that I'm actually saying that I want Kai Havertz to start this game. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that I would turn around and say, I want Kai Havertz to start this game? You know what I mean? I would have him in midfield with Rice and Odegaard. You know what I mean? Our attack is on 2-2 bit of form right now. Then the front three, Jesus, Saka, and Martinelli. This would be my first time seeing Odegaard play in the flesh, seeing Jesus play in the flesh, because they didn't play against Burnley. So this would be my first time seeing them two playing in the flesh. Get me? Trossard, I know he's on form as well, but it's good that we have that kind of headache. You know what I mean? Because we know we can get Trossard on. If the going gets tough, being Trossard on or something. You know what I mean? And for me, the key to success, one of the keys to success as well as having everybody stay fit and everything like that and consistency, is also having good players that don't mind warming the bench, knowing that, you know what, I know that they're man on form. I know I'm going to be sitting on the bench, but I'm still going to do my part when I get my chance. That's also key. Because then you have a second team then. You know what I mean? And that's been Arsenal's problem. We haven't been able to hold on to players that were decent that would want to sit on the bench because of said reasons. You know what I mean? Because everybody wants to start. You know what I mean? Not everybody wants to start, but if you've got players that are good and they'll perform when they get the chance and everything like that, and they know it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and moan too much, kind of thing. Trust me. That's one of the keys. But yeah, basically, I'd start the same team that started the other night in the Champions League. You know what I mean? So hopefully everyone stays fit and everything like that. And yeah. Anyways, that's it for this match preview. I'll be at the game tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to going, man. I'm looking forward to vlogging it and everything. I'm looking forward to it. I just can't wait. But yeah, it's 7 p.m. at night now. Counting down the hours until tomorrow. Gonna be down there, the mighty Emirates, fam. I don't even know why I'm so. I don't know. I'm just gassed. I'm just gassed to be going tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully, we don't pull out a stinker. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to see. I don't want it to be a case of what happened to the other night, because where's that Arsenal? I don't want it to be that. You know what I mean? I want it to be we're pushing on. You know what I mean? Because this whole down tools in the Premier League. If Arteta is actually telling these players, look, down tools a little bit in the Premier League, right? Then massive Don DeMarco for that if it pays off.
Don DeMarco.
You know what I mean? I swear, if we were to win, like say the league, the Champions League or something, knowing that it was down tools in the Premier League, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Players just seem a lot more on it in the Champions League. But anyways, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow all the socials. Links are in the description down below. And I will see you guys for the match reaction, which, you know, will come after my vlog. So my match reaction will come tomorrow. You know, it'd be no, I said that wrong. Also, I'll be vlogging tomorrow. And while I'm in the stadium, I'm going to do the match reaction either outside or inside the stadium or whatever. And then I'm going to give you guys the vlog once I've edited it and everything like that. So stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.